Here, let's start this way. Here's something that was sucky. Persona 5 Dancing All Night was nobody liked that. That was lame and boring, right? That's Dancing All Night. That was boring. Dead Space 2, pukey, space, mutant, vomit. It was really loud and yelling, but it was a good game, and everybody was kind of had a good time. But my ears kind of hurt afterwards, right? So I think that's like a B. You need an F tier for absolute failure. Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. Add a row below. And then we'll call it F tier. No, don't buy the Persona dancing game. It's horrible. Just play Persona 5. Alright. Yo, Sonic Mania was like middle of the road. We'll need smaller portraits. It'll expand. You need a Rimroll tier. Look. We're fine, okay? Muse Dash. I played that for like 5 minutes. There's like 3 games I played for 5 minutes, and I'm like, this is stupid. Every music game I've ever played, I like better than that game, and I wasn't gonna stream that. Sonic Mania was amazing. Sonic Mania is a C. It was a pretty decent stream. It's a pretty good game, but I have too much boomer bias towards the old Sonic games, and it didn't really work. F tier, absolute failure. A C, yeah, it's a C. Like I don't like Sonic Mania. Like it's good, but like I'm not gonna play it over Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Like no way. What is it? Okay, Dead Space 1 can go the same place as Dead Space 2. Aliens vomit on you, get their limbs chopped off, and all that. It's just really loud. Mega Man X4. That was one of the first games I streamed, and I remember that's when Phobic showed up and Mega Man's. I'd like to stream more Mega Man games, but I played them all already. That said, was it an awesome stream? Yeah, it was pretty satisfying. And we got to laugh at the bad cutscenes. Slay the Spire is an awesome game and probably a new favorite. The only thing I don't like about streaming it is that chat gets really large but really quiet. It's kind of awkward. Rogue Book. I'm gonna play more of that game. I thought it was cool, but it was kind of whatever. Zelda Wind Waker. I mean, it's an okay Zelda game, but it's a life-changing Zelda game if you're maybe like 23 right now, and it was like GameCube was your first system. A lot of little kids showed up during that, were 11 years old and couldn't be on Twitch and spit on stuff. Wind Waker is S tier. Nah, I'm just gonna put it in a C. All right. Yeah, Zelda's all DF. Horrible chat. Yeah, it was kind of a lame experience. Water during GameCube, because water polygon physics stuff was awesome. That's why Wave Race 64 is amazing. Oh, let's do an F. Those streams were awful. The streams were, they were okay. The thing is, Wind Waker was kind of pleasant to play. I liked streaming it more than I probably have liked playing it offline. Okay, Evil Within is just a bad game, lame game. 2 people in chat were excited about it. You know who you are. And I don't know why you're excited about this game that just doesn't add up. It's nothing. I don't even remember playing this Valhalla game that well. I know I played it though. You just kind of rolled around and hit buttons. It's a C. Where's the boomer tier at? Look. The game were for the stream. It is for the experience I had while streaming the game. The experience I had while streaming the game. So it's about how much fun the game was, how good the game was, how good I thought it was, but also how good it was to stream it. How did it feel to stream it, right? Like Ori was a pretty game. Everything's gonna be C. It's too small. It's too hard to see anything in Ori. It's pretty, but like, You like the monster designs from Evil Within? I don't think I got far enough to see the monster designs in Evil Within. Ori D. Ori is a well-made, good game with lots of float spike dodging, and it's very pretty. But, I don't know. I was a wild about it. It wasn't a wild stream. You feel neutral about everything? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I do. Oh, here's something. Okay. Morrowind was the most fun Elder Scrolls stream. I don't know if I'd say it was an S just because Elder Scrolls goes on so long. But I give it an A. Because every Elder Scrolls stream has to be lower than that game. It was just too long. The lore of Morrowind? Yeah, Morrowind's awesome. That's probably in my top 100 favorite. Multiverses, the only thing cool about Multiverses is when I was playing with Jay also, he was getting serious and mad. Oblivion D tier? I mean, Oblivion's DLC is pretty nice, but I feel like it's the most just normal Elder Scrolls game. Yeah. The white space. I actually can't do that. Sorry. I mean, because that's just how this site is. Even if I zoom in. Oh, I can zoom in. Oh, that's really close. That's probably fine, though. Oh, that works. Oh, Brothers. That was cool when I hadn't played so many of these artistic whatever sort of games. It was a whatever stream. 2 had a lot of good inspiration for monster designs. I only got 3 or 4 levels in. Morrowind, yeah. Morrowind's fantastic. That's awesome. Just an awesome game. Man, maybe everything is gonna be a C. Skyrim is, yeah, well, you're an epic great person now because you bought a video game. That's how we make video games nowadays. That said, there were some funny streams, and then there were some annoying kids during that. All in all, Skyrim, I don't know, but like it's Nordic mythology. That made it cool. We met some neat people during Skyrim. It was okay. It was okay. Deepest Sword. Wow, everything is kind of a C, right? That was just an innuendo pun. The plunging a sword into a dragon that was like 30 minutes long. I don't know. I mean, it was cute. It was funny. Brothers is a C. Yeah. I'm tired of those games. I want to be the Boshi. Screw that game. All right, that's not even good game design. Forget that. I hate that game. It says Little Nightmares 1. Little Nightmares 1. I liked Little Nightmares 1. It wasn't super long. It got pretty Miyazaki. Everybody was kind of having a good time during it. Little Nightmares 1 was pretty good. Hades is a fantastic game, but I think it's a poor game for streaming. Except for seeing a bunch of circles. And it's not much of a roguelike. I played 80 hours of it though, but I'm done. Yeah, Little Nightmares was dope, right? Hades is such a good game, it just kind of gets boosted to A. People still want to see me play it still anyway. WarioWare, get it together. Lamest WarioWare game I ever played. That stream was boring and I barely remember it. Maybe Outer Wild shouldn't be on here. I don't remember anything about. We played like an early version of it on stream before it was even released. It probably shouldn't be on here. I don't know. Bomberman was fun to play. People, everybody got to play Bomberman, and I got to relive like playing Bomberman with my family and stuff when I was growing up as a kid. But it's full of microtransactions, and it didn't last very long, and they didn't take advantage of the game like they really should have. I think I'm going to put that C. Yeah, Hades isn't that great of a streaming experience. It gets carried by just being a great game. So the great game puts it up to A. I have a lot of fun playing it. It's fun with the people who know Hades, but I don't think it's the best streaming game. Don't remember, don't care tier. Oh, good point. Good point, phobic. Add a roll below. Yeah, there we go. Bomberman is just a Bomb Cow clone. I know. What was my stream experience with Bomberman? I mean, we had a lot of fun, but it got old. Don't remember. Bomb Cow did it first. Okay, Outer Wilds could go here. So much nostalgia listening to. Yeah, right. It's funny. It's. I didn't realize how long I've been on Twitch. Man, I really liked Mother 3. And I don't think I would have played Mother 3 if I wasn't streaming it. That said, I don't think it was an S tier experience. I think it was a pretty good experience overall. I couldn't give this B. I gave it an A. I gave it an A. You think my Bomberman online experience was a B? It ended too quickly for what it was. Guilty Gear S tier? Nah. Look, Guilty Gear X2 Reload would be S tier. Because that's my Guilty Gear. But these new Guilty Gears, I fought Android and Remy on stream. And it was fun to play with them, but I don't really like this Guilty Gear that much. Bomberman streams for fun. Oh, you guys had that much fun playing. Now you're making me... Now you're adjusting my feelings. Okay, fine, whatever. I go up. I go up. I'll go up. No, how good the game is and how good the stream are, it's both of them mixed together. That's what I'm doing. I'm not mixing them up. See? Ranked based on overall stream experience. That has to do with how much I like playing the game too. I mean, the thing about it... Oh, you know what? You know what? I think I'm putting this in C because it's unfair. Right? It's being compared to being like 9 years old and playing Bomberman with my mom, my dad, and my siblings. But that would mean... okay, it's a B. Descriptive emojis. No, people understand this more easily. Nostalgia glasses. Yeah, it's hard. Our darker purpose, that doesn't need to be explained. We just did that. All right, that game doesn't need to cost money. Fury. Fury was cool. I mean, I still wish you didn't dash when you let go of movement button. That was really early in streaming too. Some people were crazy about that game. I'm not that crazy about Fury. Okay, we didn't decide on Oblivion yet, huh? Man, Oblivion just doesn't compare to the other Skyrims. You hate Fury? I liked it. I like it. I wasn't that crazy about it. Sekiro, stupid monkey game. Man. But Sekiro is so great. I'm trying, like... That's how I want Souls games to be. That was fun. Everybody was having fun because it's a Souls games. Right? Like... I had a lot of fun playing Sekiro. The only game that ever actually made me angry on stream. Truly made me angry. Yeah, Sekiro goes here. Accidental hard mode. I had to ring the demon bell. Okay, that was the S. I want Sekiro 2, alright? I want Sekiro 2. Minoria. Minoria was a nice game. Pleasant music. Didn't last long. That's like a B or a C. I'm gonna give it a C. I'm gonna give it a C. Halfback on my PC. B, Minoria. I think it's a dope game. I don't think there was anything special about the stream. I don't think the game was special. I think the game was really good. But kind of in the way you expect that game to be good, right? I have multiple Shovel Knights on here, so I have to figure out. Vampire Survivors.
Not how
Hey, oh, those are loud right now. I need to turn that down. Have I tried Rogue Legacy 2 yet? Yeah, I did. Oh, is it on this list? I think it isn't. Oh yeah, there they are. Vampire Survivors F. That's like the only game I liked this year. And it's such a good game to talk over. I don't think I could call it an S tier experience though. It's just a good game when I wanna blabber with you guys and have something interesting to do. I'll give it an A. Breath of the Wild. I really liked playing Breath of the Wild. I thought it was pretty fun. The Nintendo kids for Breath of the Wild aren't really annoying. And I probably would like the game less if I didn't stream it. I think those were A streams, at least. Some people were whiny about Breath of the Wild. It should have been more like this other Zelda. It's like, hey, shut up, okay? You started with Wind Waker. That's why your opinion on Zelda is wrong, okay? When it destroys your bitrate, oh yeah, I like that too. I think that's funny. Stranger of Paradise. That disappointed me a little bit. Like, it's not an F, but like, I thought we would be laughing harder at the memes and chaos, right? We didn't really, and then it wasn't even interesting enough to finish. And all in all, it just comes together as being sort of an average game. Really. I think it's average. Too good, but not good enough. I might give this a D, honestly. I'm not sure. For D for disappointment. Yeah, I was disappointed. I didn't even expect it to be good, but I wanted it to be more entertaining, right? That would have been nice. The End is Nigh. That's the only Macmillan game that I got really far and then didn't finish. It's a good game, but not as good as Super Meat Boy, I think. And the stream was just kind of a stream. It wasn't very special. Pony Island outlived its... Pony Island went on too long, I think. I remember Joe Rose specifically saying that game went on too long. And it's nice, cool, but I got really frustrated with the design at the end. I don't understand some of the decisions a genius designer makes to make some of those later rooms. Oh yeah, in this night, it's a ball making jumps, right? You gotta be a certain sort of person. I don't know if I would care to re-experience Pony Island, and just because the first half of Pony Island was dope, but the second half was just like, I'm ready to be done now. It's just about being random. Oh yeah, let's get this out of the way. Darkest Dungeon. New favorite game of all time. Awesome streams. Best plus like almost everybody who watches me liked Darkest Dungeon, which made it amazing. I could name people after chat. Everybody's dying. And like I played 500 hours before I got sick of it. And only like 2 people don't like it. Yeah, my recommendation. This is in my top 10 favorite games of all time now. I love Darkest Dungeon. We died. Yeah, good job, guys. Viewers and chats before you rate the game. Rate the viewers. Yeah, you did. FTL. I streamed FTL twice. No, I think 3 times. People keep asking me if I'm gonna stream FTL. I mean, I like it. Space Oregon Trail. But I'd rather play Into the Breach for gameplay. I like the vibes, but they're kind of sleepy streams. I don't know. I give it like a B for the stream experience. Friday Night Funkin'. I actually had a lot of fun with Friday Night Funkin'. And talking to all the little babies who didn't play DDR growing up. And then that is a B. I'll give that a B. I like it. I'm glad Parappa's coming back in a way. They're excited about that. River City Ransom. Yeah, those streams were... That was awesome. When you hit the right retro game, that's like the perfect game to like... You you start playing and just guys are running at you, spitting, barfing, throwing tires, and all these people were just like, I love this game, and I finally beat it for the first time. That was a great stream. Oh man, and I rented that game as a kid and still didn't meet it. River City Girls? No, I'm waiting for it to get cheap enough. It doesn't look nearly as fun though. Monster Train is cool, but I don't see the point of Monster Train when there's Slay the Spire. Right? A few people were pretty excited about Monster Train, but Slay the Spire's I feel like Slay the Spire invalidates it. Maybe if I'd played 500 hours of Slay the Spire, I'll feel more excited about Monster Train. You even get to massacre everything in Melee. Yeah. Gorilla in Shambles. Monster Train is better than the Slay the Spire. I haven't played enough to make that judgment. So far, I like Slay the Spire later. Subject to change. Bayonetta was pretty cool. I still like Devil May Cry better. I feel like it flowed pretty well. Streaming it helped me get through the cutscenes, which I think are a little overlong for an action game. Yeah, you know what? You know why the retro streams are so awesome? It's because they're so vetted, right? Like those games have been around so long. It's just like nobody asks you to play the crappy ones. So I say the original NES Ninja Gaiden stream was maybe an A. It's also really satisfying to do one stream and beat one pretty hard game in like 5 hours, and it stays interesting all the way through. You prefer the graphics of Monster Train? I like the visuals of Slay the Spire better because Monster Train is just a little too glitzy, I guess. Wait, did I stream Symphony of the Night? What's this doing here? I didn't stream this. I'm mixing up with my memories with multiple other people. Yeah, I had more fun streaming Friday Night Funkin' than I did Sonic Mania. Let's see, Monkey Ball Banana Mania. It's horrible Monkey Ball. Streaming it, that game didn't really make it more fun either. It can't be an F tier. It's just a D. I watched you stream it. Hasmi's been playing it recently. I saw one other person stream it too. Titan Souls. I like that game, but it's too tiny. And it's another boss rush game. I think I prefer Fury to Titan Souls, but Titan Souls was cool. When I looked back through the games, there's a particular period where it just feels like everything I was playing, though, I enjoyed as a game. Recently, that's a harder to find. Symphony of the Night, I say the whole time. I was watching a lot of Hasmi's too, but then I had to go to sleep. Inside was a really cool stream. I like when the story's very visual, people can jump in at any time, kind of understand where they're at, and the game's entertaining enough that the streamer's not bored because everybody wants to see the story, and I get to play an actual video game. Thank you. Momodora, Leaf Fighting game. It felt good to play. Everybody seemed interested enough. I like Momodora better than Minoria. I can go in B. I like that enough. Oh my god. This isn't taking that long. We already did like 50 games. Yeah, I like Momodora more. Lack of great games. Yeah, Cult of the Lamb. Speaking of Cult of the Lamb, I was saying this year I only liked Vampire Survivors. Every other game I played this year I didn't actually like. Right? Like, man, I was just looking at, oh yeah, Stray. I mean, it's a decent video game, so it at least gets to be D, but it's just Shenmue with a cat doing fetch quests for robots. It's like, it's lame. Earthbound? Yeah, Earthbound's on here. No, it's here. I think this was the Chains of Olympus, the crappy God of War game. That was a PSP game. I told Moyo no. Did we play Smash Brothers which one? Did we play Smash Brothers on stream? I don't think we played Smash Brothers. I must be mistaken. I don't remember. Well, it said I played it. We must have played a little bit. Oh, I played online on stream. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't really like playing fighting games on the stream. I can't concentrate that well. It's not Melee anyway. Mario's games collecting Fs. Shadow of the Colossus. That's another game I got bored of off stream, but beat on stream. And generally enjoyed it. I think I'd put it as a B. It's also like a cool streaming game because everybody gets to see the giant colossus and colossi and do 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 do. And I don't recognize how repetitive it is in some ways. We're just climbing a lot of hair and stabbing a lot of scalps. Spend a lot of time on the horse in the wilderness of nothing, which would be lame. But if you have a chat to talk to, it's better. So that was a B streaming experience. Off stream, it wouldn't have happened. Sakuna. If the game was like 15 hours, I probably would have liked it a lot. But it was 30 hours. Got repetitive. I probably wouldn't have finished. It was good for like hanging out with you guys, but it was just like that game doesn't need to be 40 hours long. Plus, farming games frustrate me. Like actual farming. I need to be able to smell the crops. It doesn't suck. I think it's a good game. It's just over long. Isaac gets to be S tier. That was predicted. Another new favorite. Met lots of awesome people playing Isaac. I love to stream it. It's just like, I'm trying to think of something bad to say about Isaac. It's not Darkest Dungeon. I might like Darkest Dungeon more. A little bit. Just slightly. Top 10 or top 15 for Isaac. Just favorite games in general anyway. Sakuna was too serious with his farming and it was way too long. Yeah, that was it. Tony Hawk when we get to it. That's the only rating I care about. Play Farming Simulator. It just needs to be like not stupid. Shadow the Hedgehog, dude. We thought it was gonna be funny for the memes. That was a F tier experience. I was all looking forward to it, and we were gonna goof around, and then it was just a bad game, boring, and all the funny parts are like 45 minutes apart. Loot River was a horrible streaming game. It's a pretty cool game though. I wish it was a little less glum. I'm tired of people mistaking Dark Souls games atmosphere for just dreariness. I think Loot River did that. It was funny. It was only kind of funny. Let's see. Dragon Age Origins. C. I got sick of streaming RPGs. They're just very elaborate dating simulators where everybody's just kind of like, or at least Western RPGs. Are you gonna get with, what was her name? Leliana? No, that's Divinity. Divinity is a better game. I like Divinity better. Morgana, Swamp Lady, Naked Swamp Lady, and then the crazy loot girl. Who are you gonna get with? I don't know. Walking around the broken faces. I'm not terribly impressed with that game. Maybe I would have been back then, but it was okay. Oh, Troubleshooter. That's for fritters. That's an F. That game doesn't even work. That game didn't. Your game needs to work in order for it to be a good experience. Guilty Gear Strive. I played it 2 times. I got to like level 10 before Heaven online. It sucks to stream it. Streaming fighting games is, I don't know. It's not the Guilty Gear I like anyway. It needs some troubleshooting. Yeah. Frog Fractions. Funny quick meme stream experience, but like nothing life-changing. Noita. God, Noita is a complex one. Like, Noita is a really good game I respect and appreciate. But then it's also just so overwhelming and just sends me into like a true depression. Because I'll never be able to wrap my head around it without 1,000 hours. And I think it kind of sucks to look at if you're not the person playing and you don't know Noita. And then all chat ever did was use the stream options to delete the ground, and I just kept dying, and I could only advance when I wasn't including chat. D for depressing. It was fun for the chaos. Yeah, but that's fun in the way Dead Cells was fun for the chaos. And then eventually everybody gets bored because chat keeps preventing my progress. It's like, people need to do their Twitch integration. Cult of the Lamb is the right way. Cult of the Lamb is the right way. As much as I don't like that game. Wait. Did I stream RE1? Oh yeah, I did. I replayed that on hard mode. Oh, that's right. Because I played it before off stream. I really like Resident Evil 1. And Resident Evil are always pretty good streams. I don't think any Resident Evil game would be below an... Oh no, I can think of one that would be below an A. They're nice experiences. They got cool fan base. People get into it. It's just enough for everybody to be invested. Just enough a game that you can play, but still kind of pay attention to chat. And it's horror, but not like ridiculous horror. It's good. Yeah, and that's a top 100 game in general for me too. Mario Maker. I don't like streaming Mario Maker that much when I really think about it. It's like the idea, there's so many endless levels, but you end up playing just a lot of crappy hard levels. People show up in chat and they're like, hey, streamer, stream my level. And it's like, well, how is it? It's like, I mean, it was good, but like, probably would rather just play a Mario game. Or here's my level that takes 4 hours to beat. People ask to play their levels. I mean, it's just okay. Oh, Chimera Squad. That's not even an XCOM game. Can't name people after chat. Game was boring to play. All people did was start arguing about other stuff during it. Absolute garbo. Cluster Truck. I beat Cluster Truck on stream. It's not a D. It's a C. That was like whatever. It's just a platformer with trucks. Nothing special about that. Oh, Getting Over It. I personally really liked Getting Over It. And I think streaming Getting Over It eased a lot of the frustration it can cause you. I just wish the game itself was maybe just a little more interesting to play. But I think it was an A experience overall. Loot River. I like Loot River. I think streaming it's stupid. But it's a pretty good game. It's pretty good. Yeah, it was basically it. Loop Hero. Loop Hero's stupid. This Loop Hero makes me not trust Devolver anymore. Alright. I hurt my eyes. I couldn't see anything. The game plays itself. Everybody was excited about it, telling me to play more Loop Hero. And it's just like, I don't even like it that much. And then finally, I just sunset it firmly and completely, and it's gone forever. Yeah, liked. Oh, Inscription. Stupid. No, okay, I can't give Inscription an F because the first 1/3 of the game was fun. We were vibing and we were coming up with strategy. Last 2/3 of the game, I didn't like. Oh, that's like one of the 2 times I ever screamed at chat because I was angry, huh? That's kind of a good thing. I'll give it a D for that. I'll give it a D. I'll give it a D. Last boss was cool. It was an interesting experience. Loop Hero? Loop Hero frustrates me. The Messenger? I mean, it was cool. It was just Ninja Gaiden, but not as good as Ninja Gaiden. Second half probably wasn't as cool as the first half. I forget who. I think I yelled at Darth and somebody else because they were being annoying when I was actually trying to figure out how to play the game. Darth probably remembers. Stories Untold. What was fun about Stories Untold was my younger viewers seeing all this technology from the 80s and the 90s. And being like, wow, what is that? I'm like, oh, that's a microscope. And that actually made it kind of cool to stream the game. Even though it kind of hurt my eyes and had weird strobing stuff at the end, it generally hurt my eyes. And I had a headache when I was done. But, so there was a lot of things I didn't enjoy about it. But it was just neat for the fact of like streaming it to my Zoomers was kind of cool. It's kind of cool. See, is it worse? The most bland? It'll probably be the biggest too. Could have played the game for you. Kept you from playing it. Patrick's Parabox. I've played that a little more off stream. I think it's just an average game. Puzzle games are neat because chat can participate too without ruining too much, but D tier. This isn't is the game good or not. This is just my experience playing it. Well, I hated Inscription actually. I only like the first 1/3 of the game, and the second third of the game, 2/3 of the game, or the other 2/3 of the game, they switch all the gameplay styles, and it doesn't work for somebody who doesn't know card games because I have to make all these leaps in my ability. And it was a very frustrating stream because I ended up yelling at chat because I was trying to understand the game. They're like, just do it. Bad and gimmicky. First third's cool though. Resident Evil 8 was lame. I thought it was lame. Look, Big Mama's house and the dollhouse were cool, and then after that it was pretty whack up until the ending, right? It was just average. And then did streaming improve the experience at all? Not really. I mean, it was just a bunch of people getting all excited about Big Mama, and then other people just trying to argue with me that the second half of the boring half of the game was interesting, and I'm just like, play more video games. Thank you for €1. Yeah, it's just Lady D. Who cares? I'm not that taken by it. I don't think that was that great. I don't think Village is that great of a game, and I don't think it was that exciting of a stream. Or I don't think streaming it even made it better. Salt and Sanctuary. Salt and Sanctuary was like cool. I don't know. I don't remember anything important. D for Lady D. Yeah, I mean, I can see it being enjoyable for some people. It was a little annoying. Dead Cells, it has to be higher than Noita, because where's Noita? Did I put Noita in C tier or D tier? Where did I put Noita? I lost it. Oh, here it is. It's in C. Okay, Dead Cells is either a B or an A. Because I really like it as a game, but the visuals are sometimes too neon and hurt my eyes. We meet cool people playing Dead Cells. Pretty much nobody annoying came by during Dead Cells. But if you consider the earliest Dead Cells streams when it first came out, and I had Twitch chat integration enabled, and all that happened was chat prevented me from progressing for like days and got bored, and then nobody watched the stream, and then I finally beat the game because of that. It's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Okay, fine. I gave it an A. I gave it an A. Oh, chicken trash talk. Yeah. That's what happens with this integration stuff, right? But I don't know. Honestly, I think that was a pretty funny experience. That chat made the game boring for themselves, and so that they left, and then once they weren't here, I could beat it. West of Loathing. That was some funny jokes and stuff. Point and click adventure. We got some giggles. It was a little too long, but I liked it generally. It's either a C or a B. I don't know if I would have pushed it above an average experience on stream, but I think it was a good indie game. I remember Gorilla recommended that. I liked West of Loathing. It was fun. Street Fighter 5, same thing. I don't like streaming fighting games. Gorilla game, a B. I almost would give it a B, but I don't feel like... I feel like it was just... it went on a little too long. But it was genuinely funny. I like West of Loathing, but I think I'll leave it a C. I Am Fish. All right, I returned that game to Steam and stopped playing it on stream because we had errors. There were bugs and glitches with it. Like, that's a failure. 5 years as a QA tester, I just can't accept games that don't work. All right. Let's see. Brawlhalla. Honestly, as much as Jay likes it, I just think it's ghetto Smash Brothers. I'd play more of it, but just because it's easier to play than Smash Brothers, really. But like, I don't like it that much. I like it because I like Smash Brothers. Red Strings Club. I don't even remember what happened in that game. I'll be honest. Like there was just some dumb phone puzzle I didn't want to do and people were in a bar. I could have done without that. Like no more serious story games. Joro game? Yeah. I will say I do think the devs did a good job at making what they wanted to make though. But by all this experimentation I've done and playing all these games over the years, being open, you know, and be more open playing stuff on stream, I realized like that's just not something I want to play, right? Luck be a landlord. That is an A. Just because anytime I put that on, everybody was baffled but pretty entertained, but I really like streaming it. I played that game off stream a little bit too. I'm done with it now though. Gods Will Be Watching is better. Yeah. Pokemon Unite. Yeah, we were having fun playing that until we realized it's just legit pay to win. And we were getting squashed by 7-year-olds who stole mommy's credit card, right? It's awful. I'd forgotten about that game until I got like an ad about it. Oh yeah, Elden Ring. I don't like Elden Ring at all. That'll be controversial. Those streams ended up depressing. Though people seem to enjoy it. I probably could have played all of Elden Ring being miserable the whole time. And a lot of people would have had a good time. That's scary. I can't fail it for that. I give it a D. I gave it a D. I gave it a D. I mean, I didn't hate it. Well, maybe it has to be an F because of how distraught I was when I was so excited and expecting to like it, and I was like the only person in the world that didn't like Elden Ring. I'll give it a D. It's our depressing category. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, these are pretty depressing. Skullgirls. Hardcore Skullgirls players came by and started kicking our butt during it. It was kind of interesting. I still don't like streaming fighting games. And I don't like Skullgirls as much as the fighting games in C, to be honest. Even though I still think it's a good game, objectively speaking. I don't like how it animates. I'm just putting it in D. Mario Odyssey. I was thinking about Mario Odyssey while going through this list. Not even remotely close to my favorite 3D Mario game. The streams were fine. You know, it was good vibes because the game has good vibes, but I don't think the game was ever that amazing. Oh, we got one of the only people I had to ban for all eternity during that. There's some troubled children watching Mario games. I'm gonna give it a C. Mario Kart. Mario Kart's always a good time, but for 2 hours. And then I burn out and get tired. Chat burns out and gets tired. Anybody else who happened to show up burns out and gets tired. But you can always play it again in a month. And no. The best part about Mario Kart was that Gorilla begged me to play Mario Kart for 2 years. Maybe it was 3 years. And when I finally played Mario Kart with him, I obliterated him. And he never asked to play it again. That's almost enough to just bump it up a tier alone on himself. No, he's not bad. It's just playing. He was okay. He was average. But that's not enough to make it an A. Every lobby destroyed him. Yeah, right. It's a great story. It's a great story. Crushing a viewer's dream. Yeah, I mean, now only me and Haga play Mario Kart because our rankings are too high and anybody else who plays can't really keep up. But that's still fun. That's still fun to play. We play against all Japanese people because they're so hardcore. Your hands hurt after a few hours. Yeah, it's because we're boomers. Pokemon Snap, it was just too repetitive. I love Pokemon Snap as an idea. When I first started the game, it would probably have been an A. But then you play the same level again, and it goes down more. And then you play the same level for the third or fourth time. And what makes it even worse as a streamer is it's like you're just not excited anymore. But new viewers are rotating in, right? Like new like semi-regulars are coming by who didn't see the first 3 streams and they're excited and you're sick of it. And it just becomes like such a weird experience. So it's almost it's just good. It's just good. It was like a C tier. Night versions of the map, yeah. Mario Kart 8 as a viewer is A. It depends. Some people really don't like Mario Kart. I mean, you're not gonna have a lot of discussions and stuff during Mario Kart, but yeah. Iconoclast is a pretty cool game, but I actually beat it off stream because the dialogue is too English as a second language clunky to read through. And it actually like depressed me because I think it's a good game, but I don't know if it was like, man, if I'd spent 10 years of my life, I don't know. I don't even know how to talk about Iconoclast. It makes me sad. I'm a big fan of this guy's work in general though. But as a streaming experience, it was definitely... This is really the disappointment tier. Disappointment tier. Try reading the text out loud. It reads terribly. Makes it horrible for streaming. Yeah, I was super disappointed. It's not that I didn't like it. It's good, and I finished it, but it's just not. It's just not like, God, you know, like a decade wait kind of good. Yeah, it depressed me as a game dev. Yeah, like he did a really good job, but that's just not worth 10 years of your life to do that, which made me rethink about how much time I spend on stuff. So yeah. The thing, I'm waiting on Shovel Knight because all the Shovel Knights are split up into their DLCs. Rhythm Doctor is an okay game. It's more tutorial than game, right? That knocks it down. But Rhythm Doctor has to be really low because the Rhythm Doctor fan base is crazy. They're crazy. It's like people showed up and I was like, you know, I was being slightly critical. Like we analyze stuff. And when I tried to analyze the game, they're like, no, it's not. It's beautiful. It's perfect. It's like, there's nothing to dislike here. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Like those people were like, they're bonkers. It's just like, I have like Rhythm Doctor PTSD. Right? Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I think those are S tier streams. We still have to finish that someday. We still have to finish that. I think Mike Tyson Punch Out is like an awesome game to stream, to watch. The timing is fun. I mean, not only is it just a fantastic game to begin with, but I just got to reduce the latency for the inputs. Tyson still beats me. Hey, apple pie. Never beaten. That's true. Yeah, the NES version. I probably streamed it 4 or 5 times. Yep, I still have not beaten it, and I kept trying. Transistor, I don't really remember. Like, it's just a good game, and I think the stream was fine. It was pretty early. But yeah, I mean, I just like Transistor. Yeah, I don't really have a lot to say about that. It was just good game, good stream, pretty solid. That might be a B. Cause like there were issues with a lot of the ones here. There weren't any issues with Transistor. At the very least, it's in front of all these. I could probably put it in a B. It was just good. I just wish I remembered it better. The weakest game. I like it better than Bastion. I like it better than Bastion as a game. Bastion, there was too much having to stand still when shooting stuff. Streets of Rage 4, it was cool. But like most walkie beat 'em ups, old school style, it gets a little long in the tooth by the end. I think it was just C. It was a pretty average stream. It's your favorite one. I mean, I think Transistor was cool. It's not an all-time favorite. Devil May Cry 5. I love Devil May Cry 5. A lot of people seem to like watching Devil May Cry 5. And generally, the streams were pretty positive. And I remember just the feelings from that were just overall good. Like, I'm looking forward to Devil May Cry 6 if it's kind of on the same level. And it was a little shorter than it should be, but I like that it didn't overstay its welcome. And so, like, it probably goes up here with all the other stream experiences that were pretty great. Crying. Well, yeah. It's hype stream with the music too. Yeah. No, not yet. I'm not there yet. Oh, this is where we let me see what I can pick from here. Tengami was like the pop-up book game that we played for a second. I mean, it was neat, but I'm just a little tired of art games. I just want my games to be mechanic games. Every game you refuse to watch, you rate an A. I understand what brings down the stream experience. Tetris 99 streams. I mean, Tetris is an amazing game. So obviously, like, Tetris is an S tier all-time favorite game, but in a streaming context, those streams were good. I guess the only reason I wouldn't give it an S for Tetris 99, which is the best way to ever stream Tetris, is that it's a very difficult game to stream. I can't, like, talk to you guys and play it at the same time. It's kind of my issue with it. I feel it's just kind of a feeling. All of that I said would give it a B, but my feelings push it to A, I would say. Like, I just felt really good streaming Tetris 99. People generally seem to have a pretty good time. I just missed, I didn't get to interact with you guys as much, right? So, second minus. Yeah, like Tetris 99, it was just, it felt a little lonely, but much preferred to like streaming a fighting game or something like that, right? Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2. I don't know. I mean, Tony Hawk's Pro Skaters are awesome. 1 and 2 are awesome games. This was an awesome remake. I beat it in one ultra long stream, which I should not have done, to 100%. Everybody was generally pretty positive during it, and there was a lot of nostalgia and stuff. Oh yeah, Shumps. I'm not confident I could pay attention to chat while I'm playing a Shump on stream. Yeah, so I've never streamed them. Would I give this an A? I mean, I can't give it a B. Yeah, I guess it was an A experience, but it just kind of coasts on how good of a game Tony Hawk is and how much I like Tony Hawk and how much everybody else likes Tony Hawk, I think. I think streaming Tony Hawk's Pro Skater doesn't really alter the experience of it at all. All right? I could have streamed it or not streamed it and had like the same amount of enjoyment. Gungeon gets an A, especially once you change it to Rainbow Run. Like, all the references get us talking about good stuff. Gungeon's a good time. I always like Gungeon. I just, personally, I don't think that the chest key gameplay in Gungeon is that interesting. And I feel like if I'm not doing Rainbow Run, I can get a little boring. Tony only lasted one stream. Yeah, it does kind of feel like there should have been more content. Hyper Light Drifter was a good game. It's too small. I don't like these indie games that are tiny. Just make your stuff look bigger, please. Make your stuff look bigger. Anyway, Hyper Light Drifter is a cool game, though. Rocky Pocky Reshrined. I love that game. I wish it was a roguelike. I think it was just a fun breeze through stream. I don't think it was anything special, though. And I still play it off stream every now and then, though. So I like it a lot. But as a stream experience, I give it a C. Hyper Light Drifter gets a windowed mode rating. Dandy Ace, that's an F tier. Because I was excited about the game. It was a roguelike with an aesthetic I liked. I bought it, downloaded it before, like the day it came out, or the day after, I think. Started the stream with it, played it for 30 minutes. The controls were unresponsive. And I had already deleted it and returned it before most people even got into the stream. So people don't even know I played it. Yeah. Yeah, Android, you were here, yeah. Hyper Light Drifter was buggy. Oh, I didn't encounter a lot of bugs. RE2, always a good time. More Resident Evil. I guess it'd be an A. Oh, yeah, after Hades also. Yeah, stiff competition. Didn't happen. Play it again. Battle Brothers was a little disappointing. I think it's a cool game, but I think it's a tabletop game that just happens to be a video game. Very bad for streaming unless you're a dedicated turn-based guy who everybody knows what's going on. And yeah, I guess I was disappointed. Yeah, D is like disappointment tier, isn't it? Everything in here mostly I was disappointed with, except for maybe Skullgirls. It was just like I felt like as a game removed from the stream, I thought it would be cool, but there's probably other games I'd play above it. And then as a streaming game, I think it's a terrible streaming game. I think it's horrible for streaming. I played Genshin for 2 streams. Wherever it is on here. It's on here somewhere. Dark Souls 2. You know, all the Dark Souls streams were great. And Dark Souls 2 DLC was nice. I didn't really have the... I don't hate Dark Souls 2 like a lot of other people hate Dark Souls 2. And a lot of bosses. So, Dark Souls 2... A tier. All the Dark Souls are probably going to be A or higher. Red Dead 2... Maybe one day I'll play it off stream. I hated streaming that game. That was depressing. But I can't really put it in the failure tier. Like, these games failed as far as streaming experiences go, right? Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 was just me sitting here and I have to watch a movie happen. Like, yeah. Oh, my build in Dark Souls 2 was great. Nice. D or F. It's not a failure. And I still think it seems like a cool game. I might play it off. I would play it off stream if I had like more time, I would have played it. All right. I streamed through Mario World once. It was nice, quaint, quick. You know, Mario World's a good game. I remember that stream. We just had a good time. Cuphead, always a good game to stream. What's nice about Cuphead is the visuals do so much heavy lifting for the streamer. All right. But then it's interesting enough to play at the same time too. So I don't know if I would give this an S tier just because I personally like Cuphead a lot, but I don't like it that much. I don't like it that much. I wish there was more to do. A rare moment where I actually showed my gamer skills. That's boring. I mean, I like every Souls games really. 3 and Bloodborne are my favorites. I did get to show off my gamer skills in Cuphead because that is the kind of game I'm good at. But I also got to show them off in Gungeon, which is also A tier. I'm gonna put Cuphead in A. It would be an S tier if there was just more game. Like if I could play Cuphead a lot and it wasn't just like some very nicely done bosses, it'd be higher. Also, Cuphead doesn't reach all-time favorite game. If it was like if it managed to do things that made it an all-time favorite, that could probably boost it to S, right? You wanted to farm in Cuphead. I just kind of wanted more to do, I guess. But it makes sense. The art was so hard to do. There can't be that much. So that's, yeah, it's an A. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection. Abby just likes seeing people suffer. I think this game was below average. And as much of with the idea of it being like a suffer stream, it just wasn't. Super Ghosts and Goblins was doper. Oh, Super Ghosts and Goblins isn't on this list. Oh my god, how could I forget? How could I leave that off? That needs to be on here. Oh well, maybe I can put it on later. That would be Super Ghosts and Goblins would be an A tier game. That game was not only was it fun, but it's good to stream. People like it, right? And I beat it 2-3 times. I've streamed that game multiple times. It's great. Did I do the Cuphead DLC? Yeah, I did. I did it when it came out. 2 streams of it, I think. Can you add stuff now? I can, but it takes a little bit. Nier Automata. I forgot about that. I mean, Nier's a cool game. I think I generally remember that being enjoyable. I just had to turn off hard mode because Joro was pushing hard mode, and we were sitting through cutscenes over and over again. So it's definitely an A tier as a game. As a streaming experience, I'd probably give it A, because I also liked being able to talk to everybody about the plot points and make fun of the fact that A2 was dirty and stuff. Yeah. That was I'd say that was a A tier stream. It's definitely, I definitely put it above these. Yeah, but it's a low A. I'd say that's a low A. Crash 4, that was during my period of just 16-hour streams all the way through. There was a lot I liked about Crash 4, but I still feel like the beginning was a little boring. The end was super awesome. I made it all balanced. People liked it well enough because they remembered Crash. I felt like it was a C experience. I felt like that was a C experience. A2 tier. Yeah, I got in this. I had to limit my stream time. Maybe Crash was 12-hour stream, and then I beat like the newer Amnesia game around the time in one stream too. That was like 14 hours. I was getting carried away. Persona 5 was just too long. Like, it's just too long. Like, RPGs just would burn us out, right? Generally, like, I think we all enjoyed it, but it just, yeah, probably the longest I've streamed a game. So I think that would make it a C experience, even though I think it's kind of an A game. But in this context, I would give it a C. Is this Kingdom Hearts 1? Or is this all? No, this is like Chain of Memories, right? If it's not Kingdom Hearts 1, it's low. I think this is one of the ones I dropped. I'll come back to it once I'm sure. Ghost of Tsushima. Ooh, I like the first Kingdom Hearts, but I can't tell if that was the first one. Is Ghost of Tsushima an A or an S? Man. I mean, I actually didn't mind the cutscenes. I actually didn't mind watching the cutscenes while streaming because they were so good and engaging. It was so well paced. The gameplay was pretty good. Everybody was having a pretty good time. Vibes were generally pretty good during Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, I like, that's all very, very good stuff. I'm just trying to think of like, I don't think it changed my life, and I don't think it changed how much I liked streaming or anything like that. So I'll give it an A. Oh, I needed to feed my men. Yeah, that one boss fight early on that I spent 2 hours on. Because it was on too hard of a difficulty. Really. What the heck is this game? Does anybody know what this game is? You guys see that? Is that Genshin Impact? I don't know. It's some anime thing. It's Genshin? Oh. Yeah, Genshin's okay, but it's just freaking scary. The most interesting part of Genshin was Gamba. It's not failure. It's just once I spent real money, the whole game looked like a casino. But the game itself was good. People really did enjoy the Gamba part of it. But see, like, the thing is, when there's too much of a desync between my enjoyment and chat's enjoyment, that's just depressing. Don't promote gambling. Yeah. It has to go in the depression tier. Yeah, this is getting pretty clear, right? These were average streaming experiences. These were depressing streaming experience. These were failures. And then up here is just varying degrees of a good experience, right? That is kind of how it's going. Wow, I get depressed when things don't add up. Yoshi's Crafted World was just boring. Just not Yoshi's Island. I think I streamed that twice. And we're like, well, it looks neat, and then we just didn't care. Gotcha. Clearly copy Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I mean, I think for what it does copy, it does it well enough, but it's just too casino. Below average category. Well, I mean, if you're below average, you're here, basically. D. But it's kind of sad. That still goes here. It's like, if I'm sad, I'm sad. The Isle Dragon Roost, was that just a demo I played? Anyway, we were excited because that was the Nier guy made that game, and then it was just an RPG and card game format. It looked cool, but it was disappointing. Mario Brothers 35. It's not Tetris 99. I played that at like 5 a.m. in the morning because it just released. Like, it's like I don't know. It's fine. It was okay. I guess thinking back, maybe it was a little disappointing. Because you have Tetris 99. Yeah, they didn't need to do that with Mario. I'd say I was disappointed with that. F tier, Iron Dragon Roost. I like the idea of it. They just didn't do anything with it. Dare Evil. I remember Jay suggested that game. It was just kind of a game. I blew through it quickly. I wasn't disappointed or anything. It had some fourth wall-y plot elements, if I remember correctly. Average. Yeah, I guess most stuff is going to be average. Really, right? There's another Kingdom Hearts. I don't know which one it is. Gwent, the Witcher card game. Dude, Gwent was scary, man. I was like, I played Gwent early on. I liked it well enough, but people were desperate for a streamer who wasn't angry and hated the game. And that scared me away from ever streaming it again because they were too desperate for a stream. Yeah, Doki's on here. Dude, yeah, I mean, early on in Gwent, it was just like people were always apparently people were upset with the changes. I tried it for a stream. I thought it was neat enough, and then people were trying to desperately get me to become a Gwent streamer. It was like, man, yeah, it was scary. Rogue Legacy 2, I just can't stay interested enough in Rogue Legacy 2 for any period of time. I might almost put that at disappointment, but I think it was a C. I think it's a C. It's a game, but I wasn't never that crazy about Rogue Legacy to begin with, as far as my roguelikes go. Wow, what a trip down memory lane. Let me take a drink and take a breather. I think that we're pretty far along. Gwent's direction confused you, yeah. Are any Yoshi games on here? Yeah, I just put Yoshi's Crafted World under disappointment. It's cute, but it's boring. You don't need another Yoshi game after Yoshi's Island. It's settled. We're getting to stuff that's harder to rate. Cookie Clicker is S tier. Honestly, having Cookie Clicker on Darkest Dungeon did enhance things quite a bit, right? I mean, I think it's above average. I liked adding it in. Cookie Clicker, maybe that's even an A because it's funny. We get to make funny grandma jokes. You know what? I'm gonna give Cookie Clicker an A. Dark Souls 3, it's easy. I haven't even seen Dark Souls 3 when I was looking down here. I like Peglin quite a bit. Streaming Peglin was fun to begin with. It just gets a little old, I think, and I don't think they're gonna be able to add enough to it to make it interesting too. So I think that Peglin streams were enjoyable, but I think the game needs to grow. Cookie Clicker 100% S tier. Nah, almost. Yoshi getting a motorcycle. Oh yeah, Dark Souls 3. There it is. Yeah, that's an easy S tier. Just because, well, hold on a second. Is it S or is it an A? Because Peglin, $20. Yeah, that is a weird feeling as a streamer when you're saying this game is cool, but it's gonna rob you at the same time, right? Do I like it more than Sekiro? I mean, yeah. But when you factor in streaming it, I think I had more fun streaming Sekiro than Dark Souls 3. I can't think of any part of streaming Dark Souls 3 that I disliked. But it doesn't have epic, memorable moments. Like all of these games up here, I remember streaming them very, very clearly, right? Dark Souls 3, it's a little muddier. Now that we're sitting here like thinking about it. Did I have more fun with it than Morrowind or Hades? I don't think I did. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I don't think it was I don't think it was I don't think I had as much fun with it as I did these games up here. It was pretty equivalent to Morrowind and Hades if I'm going to mix in streaming into it. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. I'm trying to think of one moment that stands out that was like amazing, or just one general thing that would happen in it, but yeah. Huh. Apologetic. Well, no, it's just because it's my favorite Dark Souls, but like I'm seeing it this is putting me in like this is putting things in like a different light for me, right? Did I do Ring City? Yeah, I did everything. I mean, it's a really cool game. Yeah, I did everything. But yeah, I had equivalent fun to Hades and Mother 3, but not better. Yeah. Yeah. Wild. It's about equivalent to as much fun as I had with Dark Souls 2, honestly. Like streaming it and just raw fun. Maybe Dark Souls 2 equals the fun because so many people hated it and I thought that was funny. Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil games, they're almost kind of boring, right? It's almost always kind of an A. Where it's just like solid, good games to stream, fun games to play, fun games to be the streamer streaming. Few people getting upset that you're not scared, you know. Into the Breach. I really love Into the Breach. I wish it was a better game for streaming. I want a version of Into the Breach with better visuals. All right. And so like, even though I think this is like an S tier game, gameplay wise, I think the viewer experience for Into the Breach is only good if you know the game. And as a streamer, that could be a little lonely. So I might give it a B. Oh yeah, Resident Evil Village. Yeah, that game sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck. I just want to say it sucks. Yeah. So I feel like it's a B overall as a stream experience. And that's why like I'm always here like I want to stream Into the Breach, but then I stop and think about it and I'm like, I do, but it just has to be a certain time and only for so long. They just need to make it more interesting for the layman. I think there's potential there for somebody else to make a game like that. Yomawari Night Alone. I hated that. That was such an that was an awful Halloween game. Only good part was her dog getting run over. Only good part was her dog getting run over. FF7 Remake. I think it was just average. Chat. I mean, the most fun part about FF7 Remake was chat being excited about me laying into it and bashing it, but I didn't even hate it that much, and then everything just kind of ended up meh. And then maybe after the fact, I started to dislike FF7 Remake more. So it wasn't even that exciting to stream. Oh, gameplay was okay, and a lot of people just showing up who are horny for Cloud. It was weird. Yeah, no Muratir. Yeah, I streamed FTL. When I put FTL on the list, I was talking about how Everybody always tells me to stream FTL, but I've streamed it like 3 times. Lawbreakers. I actually worked on that game, and I streamed it once very early on. I don't know. Probably the only time I streamed it FPS. That's a 7. Yeah, it should be on this list. I don't know. You know, one thing, Ghost Runner. Ghost Runner is like a cool game, but I feel like I could have lived without playing Ghost Runner. And I think people enjoyed watching Ghost Runner because it was challenging and difficult, but I don't think anything about it was special. It's just, I would be B tier, but I could have lived without it, I feel. Yeah. This has turned out to be far more thoughtful than I expected. Triangle Strategy. We tried the demo on stream, right? We can count that. It's just Final Fantasy Tactics. Whatever. You can live without playing any of these? No, I need video games. Witcher 3. This is another one of those very complex, very involved, high-budget dating simulators, Triss or Yennefer, with the added advantage that Witcher 3 almost set my computer on fire and destroyed, like, the future of anything. When I think back to Witcher 3, I'm trying to remember what I liked about the game. All I can hear is chat yelling about Triss and Yennefer. That might be a D. Cause like, I don't think I liked streaming it, looking back. That probably made it easier to drop. My computer couldn't handle it. I was invested, so I wanted to finish it, but it's like, yeah, I don't think I would stream it again to complete it. So, I'll put that down. Bloodborne. Love Bloodborne. Love streaming Bloodborne. Everything about the Bloodborne experience was awesome. So memorable. It's just like when these Witcher 3, when these games are like, who you're gonna sleep with, I just like, oh, you guys are driving me crazy. I mean, it's funny, but you guys are driving me crazy. That's all anybody cares about. You have this big, robust game, right? Oh, Gwent. Oh, that's good. That's a good point. Gwent was awesome. Yeah, but I played like 1 stream of Gwent. And I spent like 10 streams hearing about how Yennefer is better than Triss. Majora's Mask. That was a fun stream. It's a good Zelda game. We're almost done. Majora's Mask. I think that's probably one of the most fun Zelda streams I had. And I think streaming it kept me going. Yeah, I think that was great. I think that was great. That was a great stream. Great game. Great stream. Great, great chat. Like, I think because a lot of people were fond of it, that helped too. Like, yeah, it was awesome. I think the Turtles game was an average stream. We had some boomer reminiscing. It was cool that, you know, Mike Patton was in the game and stuff like that. But I'd say as a stream, probably pretty average. People could jump in and play, but it didn't really work. It's okay. Disgusting game. B for boomer. I would almost bump it up to a B, but I think it's getting held down because of how much because it's getting compared to all the experience with the old games, right? I like Majora's Mask, but it's a Breath of the Wild clone without the open world. I wish it had some gacha elements. Dark Souls 1. Really like Dark Souls 1. Streaming it was pretty great. That's really what kind of like kick streamed any momentum I got on stream. Because that's when a lot of you guys showed up, right? So it's memorable for... There's just a lot of memories with Dark Souls 1. And that has all the names of all the characters. Cosplays has that list of like... it might be... Is that S tier? Yeah, that might be an S tier experience. I don't know. It's just a strong... There's just There's such strong feelings around that. It was one of my first streams too. I mean, that was month 2, but it was pretty high up there. Yeah, that was S tier. I think both the Curse of the Moon games are fine, but they're C tier games. C tier streams. Like they're not amazing. They're just good. Resident Evil 0. Here's another Resident Evil. I hate this game. It had Rebecca. That's why it's not an F. But like that was just like leave all your stuff on the ground, come back, whatever. Doki Doki was an odd, like Doki Doki. If I play Doki Doki off stream, I would not have cared at all. I would have just watched somebody else stream it. Doki Doki stream though, that's the craziest chat had ever been. I say I don't like waifu arguments or whatever, but with Doki Doki, like that's the point, right? And so I would make this an S tier experience, but it's still a waifu visual novel, so it has to be A. But like that's a great streaming game, but as like a Joshachu, how much does Joshachu level at an S tier level? Nah, not really. Which game had monkeys? Sonic Lost World. That was really early. I mean, it was just kind of a Sonic game. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It didn't matter. Windjammers 2. Dude, we gave away keys and stuff with that. That made it like a little more interesting. I still think it's just glorified Pong, which isn't a bad thing. I got to play with a lot of you guys. You know, I feel like Windjammers, for a lot of external factors, ended up becoming like a pretty high quality stream experience just because it was so interactive. But it still is just Pong. So I put it in B. That puts it above average. And then Silent Hill. Most of the Silent Hills I liked. People like watching horror games, but they hurt my eyes because there's so much darkness. Let's do C? B? I mean, they're above average games. They're not as fun to stream as Resident Evil. I just hate that they hurt my eyes. Just don't like that they hurt my eyes. Oh, Silent Hill 4. Yeah, I never played that game. Tales of Arise. That was just the demo. It was stupid though. On light mode, then so much hate. Earthbound. That's an A. Not quite an S. Should be an S. That was a great experience to share with people. And getting back to go playing something old for the first time. Yeah, both Earthbound and Mother. Those are A streaming experiences, and they're like great games if you're in the right state of mind to enjoy it. Deus Ex was kind of similar to how I feel about Earthbound and Mother. Those were great streaming experiences. It just the text hurt my eyes. I'm starting to get emotional. I actually like streaming Bad Rats, but not Bad Rats Revenge. That was a sequel. That wasn't funny because it was too self-conscious. Whereas the first Bad Rats, that was a good streaming time. Little Nightmares 2 was kind of blah. It was whatever. Is that a D? I could have lived without it. Little Nightmares 1 was great. Maybe a C. And the theme was like a TV thing. I think we were all pretty bored by the end of it, honestly. I think the development got hurt by COVID. Not a bad game, but as far as stream goes, whatever. Jump King. I love the idea of Jump King. I think Jump King's a well-made game, but I don't like playing it. But it was fun to stream because you guys thought I was gonna rage, and I didn't rage, and everybody was mad. And I even put a video of that up on YouTube, so I can remember it forever. So like that puts it at least at a B for me. I still love the idea of it. That's why I'm modeling Bomb Cow after it. Demon Souls, yeah, should that be F tier? Cause like, yeah, all chat did was argue during Demon Souls. It was horrible. About the stinking should you use the glitch exploit to farm healing potions? And then all everybody did was, and that's all I can remember about the game, is you guys yelling at each other. And then that the bosses were just like story boss fights. Yeah, the Moongrass stuff. Like I actually had to tell chat. Like Inscription made me yell at chat. Demon Souls made chat yell at chat, and it was miserable. It was miserable, and I can't like that just overshadows the entire experience of the game. I guess there was some good imagery I can kind of remember. But like I actually had to tell chat to stop fighting about the game. Yeah, that is no higher than a D. I guess it's not a failure because I guess we gotta have that event eventually, but it's a fine game. But it's like a game of, even if you remove the streaming experience, it's like a game of ideas, not a game of so much playing. And I'm not really that about at games of ideas. Dumb mechanic, no flask. Yeah, I remember people arguing in favor of it too. Us? I mean, those streams were fun. It was fun to play a music game on stream. Some of the Us community is just annoying because they're so focused on score and telling me to turn the background on off and stuff. And they just drove me away from the stinking game. Drove me away from the stinking game. Is that a B? Yeah, and I mean, even then, there's a lot of music games I like better than thinking of it as a game. But streaming it, I think, might have made the experience worse for me. I think some people enjoyed it because we got to weeb out with all the anime songs. But even then, there was too many anime songs. Yeah. I don't have, like, Us is a good game, but I don't have fond memories of streaming it, honestly. Demon Souls isn't very fun. I mean, I thought it was neat, but I could watch somebody else do it. I didn't like Elden Ring at all. See, I got Elden Ring. Where did I put Elden Ring? I think I put it in C? No, D. It's somewhere low. Oh, this was fun. Yeah, I mean, the reason I don't, there's reasons I don't, like all those reasons are the reasons I stopped streaming it. It's just, it got annoying. Did I stream Melee? I don't remember that. How did that get in there? God of War, great game, solid stream. One of the few times, it's pretty much Ghost of Tsushima equivalent. The cutscenes aren't over long. I can actually watch cutscene with chat. FF7 remake, yeah. Streaming that was, I don't like the game that much, and then streaming it, it was kind of annoying. But this isn't, do I think the game is good? This is, do I think the game is good? The overall like stream experience. So there's a lot more to it than just, is the game good? You sent me a game? Okay. Lethal League? I played that against Gorilla. I thought that game was fun. That was a fun stream, but I don't have really fun streams. It's funny. I don't, whatever. We just kind of played a versus game against each other. Oh, that's because Gorilla was in jail because he went Berserker mod and took over the Discord. And so I removed all his powers and made him fight for his freedom. That was a pretty fun stream. I don't know if that has a lot to do with Lethal League as much as it has to do with like Us. Spelunky 2, I love it, and I still play it off stream here and there. Streaming Spelunky 2 is annoying because Spelunky is so visual. I can't watch for arrows from the corner of the screen and read chat at the same time, which is annoying. And then chat gets annoyed because I keep dying. And then the first world is way too hard, and you spend all the time in the first world, and people start complaining. Spelunky 2. This is so negative. Too much whining. Hollow Knight was very divisive. I don't know. I wasn't that wild about it. Some people loved it. Some people hated it. Mostly people just stopped watching. And everybody was like, "You beat the game?" I was like, "Yeah." It's like, "But I hate it, but I love it." It just, I don't know what happened with Hollow Knight, but maybe it's just not a very good stream game. It's just kind of depressing. Um, Spelunky was fun because you and Gorilla took turns ruining it. I don't know. It started off fun, but it got lame. Soma. It's just a horror game. You can't see anything. I thought it was a good game, but thinking back, you saw that coming. Yeah, Android was you were one of the ones that liked it. Golf with Friends, just a multiplayer game. You know, it was golf. It's like whatever. Nidhogg, I played that with Gorilla. Oh no, it's Super Hot. I don't remember Super Hot. I mean, I think I just played Super Hot. I specifically remember that stream. That's the stream. Super Hot stream was where I decided to not read everybody's swears in chat because I got annoyed saying 3 words all stream, and then I think Moyo and Gorilla were like, Josh doesn't read our full sentence if we swear. It's like, that's because you start doing it more, and then I just say the same word for like 6 hours, and it gets annoying. Anyway, I think it's a good stream. It was a good streaming game because you can control the pace. I liked streaming. I think it was a B. I would consider streaming the other Super Hot games because apparently there's more, but it's still just Super Hot. Fight Crab was a disappointment. I actually returned that game after the stream. We thought it was good. Prince of Persia Classic was fine. Caught up. Soma was one of the first stream experiences you improved. Yeah, it was lame. All right, like we thought we were gonna fight. Gorilla was gonna fight for his freedom with Lethal League and then Nidhogg, and we were gonna end with a game of Fight Crab. But then Fight Crab turned out to be like a pretty lame game. It was unfortunate. DNF Duel, just a fighting game. Okay, so I think the base Shovel Knight is really a C game. A lot of people really like Shovel Knight, but I think when you're just Shovel Knight himself, it's just average. But once you're any of the other characters other than Shovel Knight, I like the Plague Knight quite a bit, and then but King of Cards was probably my favorite. Streaming card games is just nice. The pacing's nice. I'll give that an A. King of Cards, and then the other 2 DLCs, I'll give those B experiences. Shadow the Hedgehog, it was straight up boring. We thought we were gonna goof and meme on it. We didn't do nothing. Dealfield Chronicles, disappointment. Just a demo. Detention was the game Abby suggested, right, for Halloween. I thought Detention was kind of neat, honestly. More above average. I'm a little burnt on those story experience type games. And I think there was cultural stuff I didn't get in the beginning. But that's kind of cool because I'm pretty sure that's something I wouldn't have played if I wasn't streaming and somebody had suggested it to me. I'm gonna give that game a B. I thought that was interesting. Shovel Knight would be A. The base Shovel Knight I'm not that crazy about. And I think Shovel Knight's not a game that really got improved by streaming it, right? FF1, I don't know. I can't even remember why I stopped playing that. Something about not liking streaming RPGs. And then, but it's a cool game. But I give it a C. I'll probably finish it off stream. Divinity 2 was an amazing game. It was also an interesting stream, but an exhausting stream, right? And it made me decide to not... Was that the one I decided to not stream RPGs anymore? Because RPGs had taken over the stream games. They went on forever. Fighting the last boss are always like 12, 14-hour streams. But I give it an A. Dragon Age made me stop. But I played Divinity after Dragon Age, didn't I? I kept cheating in Divinity. Yeah, that was awesome because everybody... Divinity was the game was like, you can do whatever you want and make any decision you want and everything counts and everything matters and yada, 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 right? And everybody's like, don't make that decision. And then I just killed the whole town. That was pretty funny. But then after like 40 hours of that back and forth, it started getting annoying. I'm pretty sure Divinity 2 made me decide to quit. I think that came after Dragon Age. Maybe Dragon Age came later. But yeah, I can't remember. Gwent, That's the game we just played, the roguelike one. Disappointment. Silent Hill 3. All the Silent Hills are like a B. This game right here is Detention. It's called Detention. It's a pretty cool horror game. Woo, we're about almost done. I streamed Crazy Taxi for a second. Whatever. Crazy Taxi's cool, but streaming it doesn't make it any better. Rimworld streams were kind of awesome. The thing about it is that everything just takes too long, right? Now I had some time to think about it. It's like I like it for a lot of reasons. I like Darkest Dungeon, but Darkest Dungeon is a lot more breezier about it and a lot more chat involved in naming stuff. And then Rimworld also scares me because so many people come by that have given their entire life up to Rimworld that it started to get depressing. It's like a life replacement game, and that scares me. And that's actually why I stopped. Because it's too much. Did you finish Detention? Yeah, I just finished it in one stream. I recommend you use a Chinese visual novel. You win and when the girl in the game ends. You have to play the entire game with an MC who lived through the entire game and pushes the girl to like him without any of the history from the first timeline called School Years. Sounds miserable. 2,440 hours in Final Fantasy 14. That's why I'm not playing. I feel the same way about all the Silent Hills. I like they're above average games, above average streaming experiences. But like, you know, whatever. Zelda Minish Cap. I thought it was a cool game. It was definitely above average. It didn't overstay its welcome, but it didn't change my life. And then, since Secret of Mana on my birthdays, revisit childhood memories. Let's give it a C. You're in an F tier.
It's the worst game experience I have had in my entire life, so you would like the game to spite me.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works. I don't like it to spike you. We just happen to... You like ideas in games, and I go like, that's not enough gameplay. Pikmin 3... I could have like lived without playing it. I could have lived without streaming it. And occasionally we got annoying kids who were like, the yellow Pikmin is in the sky for 27 frames or whatever. I was just like, I don't need you to tell me how to play video games, all right? It's Pikmin. Get out of here. Fall Guys. Fall Guys has been a lot of fun. It just needs more freaking levels. It's like depressing now. I want to give it an A, but I just wish there was... We had a lot of fun playing Fall Guys. All right, you get an A, begrudgingly. Begrudgingly.
Can you imagine having to play an entire game again, where a man slowly loses the woman he loved because he couldn't cope with being forced into a time skip?
Wait, but it's the same game? I don't know. I mean... Just get a new girl or something. To play it again. Filthy Franks running around in a wipeout setting. Yeah, that's cool. I like Fall Guys. They just need 100 levels. It's been like 2 years now or whatever. I think I missed something. Oh, thanks, Zoomers. I only wanted to see Josh play 2 games. Both are in F tier, and I missed both those streams. Yeah, Genshin Impact's in here. I think Genshin's either in D or F tier. Metroid Dread, cool game. Needs more atmosphere and stuff. Above average. I think running away from the scary monster things made it kind of fun. Curse of the Moon 2, that's also a C. Most of the Curse of the Moons are just average. Extreming experiences. God, why did I have to play Sonic games on stream? Streaming those didn't make them any better. They're all C's. Let's get this pain out the way. Oh, Sonic 3 isn't even on here. I forgot that. Rolling Hamster might have been the best 15-minute game I've ever streamed. Just for the joke. It has to be above average, but I don't think it can go into A because it's just not that good of a game. Beat for the scene is he's trying to push the girl into loving because they loved each other in the original timeline. He sounds like a loser. Kaiju Wars was disappointing. XCOM, both XCOM games, S tier experiences. What could possibly be better than naming people after chat, giving them the shotgun, walking into the alien's face, 99% chance to land a shot, and then they miss? It's beautiful. Nidhogg is cool. Sonic 3 is mid. Hey, you Shushuma. Sonic 3 didn't get on the list because it's in my all-time favorite. Gods Will Be Watching was cool. I liked that a lot. And I thought it was a really cool game to stream. The decisions and trying to figure it out, everything and all the moral issues and stuff. But at the same time, like, there was enough game. And it was easy for chat to understand what was going on. I think that was a really, really good streaming experience. There should be more games like that. I think that was good. Secretly dislike Sonic. Same thing with XCOM 1 and XCOM 2. S tier. I mean, those are just amazing games, but also amazing streaming games. Just in general. And I think they worked out amazing for us. Soul Calibur 6. It's just a fighting game. Wait, but the online play was all underwater. Still, just a fighting game. And then Life is Strange. Where everybody was calling it Life is Cringe. I don't know. We just play a story game. Cult of the Lamb. Cult of the Lamb was a disappointment. We've established that recently. It's just like, just some joke carried out for 30 minutes. And then... what did I think of the God of War games? Honestly, it's probably because I have Devil May Cry bias. It's not that I liked them, but it's hard to give them C. Maybe they were B because they were just good. But then at the same time, it kind of felt like, yeah, I was just kind of going through them. Did I play Clay Fighter? Yeah. I played all the Clay Fighter games. Cult of the Lambs, yeah. Yeah, of course. Oh, Darkest Dungeon 2 isn't even on this list. I think I forgot to do that. But this is just my overall like stream experience. League of Legends, I don't even remember. Chat tried to teach me League maybe twice, and I don't remember. Scanner Sombra, you just kind of can't really see anything. I don't like games you can't see anything. It didn't run very well. You couldn't, it was only window mode. You couldn't have it in OBS as a game. That was annoying. I don't know. I'm tired of those kind of games. Claw's not on this list either. Ooh, yeah, we forgot Claw. Let's see if we can add stuff to it. Guys are walking. It's missing half the games. What else? Okay. So which Kingdom Hearts, which one of these is Kingdom Hearts 1? Rolling Thunder. That was a retro stream. I don't think I beat the game, but you know, I don't think it was that amazing. Claw might not be on my list of everything I've ever played too. Contra 3, Alien Wars. That was a cool stream. Was that maybe not an A? It wasn't that memorable. Maybe like a B. Contra are good streaming games. It's just hard to read chat sometimes. Is F tier? No, I need to know which one is Kingdom Hearts. None of those are the Kingdom Hearts 1 box art. God, see, that's the problem with Kingdom Hearts. That's the you just don't know what is what ever and never whenever. Like, what's what? Like, what I want to do is I want to put like Kingdom Hearts 1 was the middle is Chain of Memories. All right, I didn't like Chain of Memories. I got bored. 1.5, which has one. Which one's 1.5? Is it this one? Is it 1 or 2? Are they both 1.5? God, why, man? Why do they do this? I hate you, Nomura. The one on the right? Okay. I like Kingdom Hearts 1. I thought it was cute. I thought it was fun to stream and whatnot. And then I guess this is 2. This might have been where I got the picture from 2-4. And then when I got to 2, I was just bored. I don't think it was bad. I don't think chat was that excited or unexcited. Some people loved it. But honestly, most Kingdom Hearts fans, by the time I got to 2, they were just like, yeah, I love it, but I know it's not that good. It's just average. They ruined Winnie. Nomura is evil. I agree. Can I save this? Okay, we gotta add the games we're missing. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, awesome. Actually, an awesome game to stream. People remember how hard it is, and it's not actually that hard. It's just level 1 is hard. Really fun to play. People always want to watch Super Ghouls and Ghosts again. You could probably be like just a dedicated Ghouls and Ghosts speedrunners and make like some money. My Heart, which you played on there. I was like, what game is that? What game is that? Among Us. Honestly, Among Us was super fun to stream. But it was kind of a lot of work as a streamer coordinator for it. That almost makes me want to give it a B. But I had a lot of fun playing it. Just wish it was more streamlined. Battletoads win. I've only beaten out a Game Genie. Kirby's Dream Course. It doesn't matter what kind of stream I just love Kirby's Dream Course. And other people showed up that loved Kirby's Dream Course. It just gets to go. Okay, but as a streaming experience, it's not S tier. Maybe it's A. One of my top 10 favorite games of all times, though. Red Dead Redemption 2? Yeah, it's way down here. Shredder's Revenge? Yeah, it's in C tier. Just nostalgia. Claw? Freaking Claw. The only 10-hour stream. And then Moyo is the only person who had played it. And the only person that could possibly know... The only person that could possibly know that the boss had another form. I mean, it was a fine game. It would be C tier, but it was a pretty interesting experience. I'd probably just put it in B. Yeah, you held your tongue for like 2 hours while I tried to beat the last boss because it was way late and I was getting ready to go to bed. And then you had a second form. And it was like 4 a.m. in the morning for me. And you were like, yep. And everybody else was waiting for me to beat it, but couldn't possibly know. Do it again. I deleted that game. I'm never touching that again. I didn't play Outer Wild. None it's complete. You think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I saw Mary playing it. It looked pretty cool. Maybe someday I go back and look at it. Okay, there we go. That seems pretty complete then, right? All games ranked. All streamed games ranked based on just the stream experience, right? And or the experience as a whole.